build wealth, live life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host.
All right, Grand Rising to you beautiful people. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the New Black Wall Street as we present to you guys the Money and Power Show. And we're going to get right back to what we do every day, man. Coinbase, crypto trading, man. See where we're at, see where we're going, man. I'm your host, ERGJ, Certified Financial Educator, CEO of ERGJ Enterprises, The Black Bazaar, and international best-selling author of the book, The Black Billionaires Club. The book that I wrote, guys, is A Study of Black Wealth. It's a study of the 12 richest Black people in the world today and how they built their wealth. And I just truly believe that if you want to be wealthy, that's a big if, by the way. I've come across a lot of people in my time, man, and everybody don't want to be rich. But if you do, I recommend that you study wealthy people. Now, you can be in that study by picking up the book by simply going to the website, theblackbillionairesclub.com. That's right, theblackbillionairesclub.com. Pick up your copy today. You'll find we have about 10 hard soft copies left, and then the rest will be ebook. We do have it available in English and in French for our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. theblackbillionairesclub.com. Check us out today. Pick up your copy today. Now, I will. We're going to get right into this thing here, man. While you guys are connecting, go ahead and like button, share button if you care. Like button, share button if you care. If you are your brother's keeper, you are your sister's keeper, go ahead and do that for us as well. Also, let us know where you're connecting from this morning, what city, what state, and quite possibly what country, as we're broadcasting across the World Wide Web into Facebook and also YouTube. Understanding that worldwide simply means global. I've got followers all over the world, from Australia to Ghana to Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? I'm an international player from the Himalaya. Love to know just where you're connected from this morning. I'm broadcasting out of our virtual studios here in Decatur, Georgia. That's right, Decatur, where it's greater. Love to know just how far our reach is here this morning. Grand Rising to you, Miss Queen Yvette. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the Money and Power Show. Dustin Everett, man, my brother from another mother. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the Money and Power Show. My main man, Mr. Adams, man, keeping me balanced, man. I appreciate you, brother. Out of Maryland is in the house, man. Thanks so much for joining us here today on the Money and Power Show. Now, guys, we're going to get right into this thing, man. I'm be looking here. Let's see. Wait a second for our Coinbase crypto trading. And so just so you know, I'll try to share as much as I can. You guys got questions along the way. I try to answer those as well. We do go live 6 a.m. every morning. The reason why I do that is because I want to just be consistent in what I do and disciplined in what I do. And so I'm basically a 24-hour, day trader by 24 hours. So you can probably call that swing trading in the crypto market. I do use Coinbase for teaching. So that's what we have here. And if you don't have access to the crypto market, I do have a link in the description above, or a description of this video on Facebook and also YouTube, where you can actually click on that link and get started with Coinbase. It's pretty cool as well because they do have classes that you can take here in this Coinbase platform. And then if you take those classes and complete those little classes, it takes about 15 minutes. You're going to get free crypto. And here's the thing. Here's the wonderful thing about free crypto and also sometimes free stock that you can get in other platforms is that those assets can appreciate. So something that you got for free can grow in value. Man, that's a winner chicken dinner, in my opinion. So don't pass up on free stuff, okay? Free crypto, free stock. Like I'm telling you, guys, let me show you guys something for example. Let me show you something for just real quick. Because some of y'all don't take advantage of this stuff. Y'all don't understand what's available to you. So just look at this right here. Right? Just for inviting people to this platform, I've already accrued over $1,000 in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is currently at $30,000 right now. So how much, what I'm saying? Like, this has been over some time, man. I've been doing this thing. I've been talking about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin for at least 4 years. So just imagine, I'm just trying to put y'all on game, man. Don't pass up on free money, okay? Don't pass up on free money. All right, so I'm going to take my little avatar down here for you so I can get right into this thing. What's going on, Tony? What's going on, Tony? How you doing? Good morning. Oh, Vernon, Florida. What's up, man? I got a question already. Which pairs should we focus on? Okay, I'm answering that in just a second for you, Mr. Adams. I'm gonna try to answer that because that you're gonna find. I'll answer. Okay, so let me first say. I'll get to that in just a second. I'll answer that in just a second. Let me get over to our trading platform. All right, so I am currently in a challenge. I'm challenging myself. Everybody put in console, challenge yourself. I'm challenging myself for this month. My goal is to grow my account to at least $13,000. Okay, and that's going to be an aggregate of my crypto or my Coinbase.com platform, which you see here, and then I'm going to show you the crypto, the Pro Coinbase, which is where I actually trade at. So we'll do a little. We'll just call this 7,000 right now. And then I'll find out what we got in the other one. I think I lost a little money overnight because something must have decreased, but I'm actually liking that because now hopefully I can do something. We can do something today. We didn't do a whole lot yesterday because, I didn't find many opportunities, but hopefully we'll find some today. So anyway, the first thing I want to do, guys, and I'm going to get to your question in just a second, Mr. Adams. First thing I want to do is I actually want to look at what's going on in the market again. So I am going to come over here to prices. And I'm going to see here that the market is up 4%. This is the crypto market over the past 24 hours. I paid most of my attention to Bitcoin because Bitcoin sets the market. Basically, whatever Bitcoin is doing, typically all the other coins, except for a few that's in that actually go in opposite of Bitcoin, it pretty much does. So if I know what's going on with Bitcoin, I have a good idea of what is happening or what may happen to the rest of the market. And also, if I see what's going on with the rest of the market, I have a good idea what's going to happen with Bitcoin next, right? So in this particular case, I see that Bitcoin is up 4%. Obviously, it dominates the market. It's about 60%, 70% of the crypto market. But I also see a lot of the other coins are actually kind of down. So I'm going to make the assumption or the guess that Bitcoin is probably going to start turning down in the coming time. But I'll look at the chart and I'll kind of get a guesstimation of that. This is absolutely phenomenal. Here you got UMA that's been up. I missed this one. UMA jumped up. We'll take a look at that in a second, man. 160% in the past 24 hours. Absolutely phenomenal. So you see some of the opportunity that might be here in the crypto space for you if this is something that you are willing to dive into, try, learn, all that good stuff. Where else I want to go? Okay, so we'll go over to our trading platform in just a second. Also, I am going to do something. I'm going to do two things today. I'm going to transfer my USD coin, and I'm also going to transfer my DAI. I don't want to actually hold DAI anymore, so I'm going to be taking this $150 or so and trying to find somewhere else to do with it in the crypto space. This is just a stable coin. It just pays me 2% to hold. I found other opportunities to get a greater percentage, so I don't really want to hold DAI right now. I might come back to it when I build this account up to $100,000 or something like that. Who knows? So anyway, here's the trading platform, and like I said, I think I lost a little money. That's 2.4. Basically, I'm at about 72.5. So maybe I didn't lose money. I'm at about 72.5. I forgot where I was at yesterday. I was at 71 yesterday, so I'm at about 72. Okay, so I gained about $100. Okay, cool. All right, made some money. The first thing I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna bring over my USD coin over here. So I'm going to deposit from my my Coinbase account. I can do this for free because they are linked. Right, I'm gonna bring all of that over. And then I'm also going to do the same thing with DAI again because I no longer want to hold DAI, and that's free as well. I'm going to bring all of that over, and that's going to come over here. I'm going to convert my my USD coin to USD. So now I got some money to do something with, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do with DAI. All right, so you see that I just brought all the money over, so now I can do some trading with it. I have no holds, which tells me that I probably executed some stuff. Now, Tony, you were here yesterday, and I had some issues here with my setup on GRT. That stop that I set up, I didn't set it up properly, so I had to go reset it up, and so I ended up getting out at 80 cents instead of we'll take a look at that in a second. So let me get to Mr. Adams' question. All right. So you said, what curve should we focus on? So I would say that depends on your capital, right? So if you, if you're not working with a lot of capital, then you probably want to stick to more of the penny crypto. I don't know what you might be starting with, but obviously I have, right now I'm trading with $2,000. I'm probably going to stay around something that's, $20 and under, right? As my account grows, personally, this is just a personal opinion, I'll start trading larger coins. But as we understand, most of us that are in this trading group or anything like that, if I get into the smaller coins, it has a greater potential for increase exponentially as it brings more value into the marketplace. So, but then I would also say, as you look at this more, you're going to begin to find pairs that you just like. You like their chart, you like the volume. It's like, I know this one brother that all he does, he trades options on Home Depot. He just loves Home Depot. That's just what he does, right? That's his thing. He knows Home Depot. He trades it. He knows the ups and the downs. So you'll begin to learn some of those. So for me, one of the things that I love GRT. And we traded it yesterday. This is just a chart that I like. I like to look at. I like to trade. It does a lot of fluctuations. Gives me some entry, some entry and some exit points. I just love GRT. So that's me personally. Oh, okay. I see here as well. Okay, yeah. So we did execute this thing at 80 cents. I bought it at 74. We could have probably executed at around 82. I think I still did okay. I just changed it out. Anyway, I'll come back and talk about that in a second. The cool thing about Coinbase that I like is that you actually are limited in what you can trade. So this doesn't, you can't trade Dogecoin on this. That's okay. If you want to trade that, fine. You can find another platform to do it. But I think this is an excellent place to actually learn, right? This is why I teach on this platform. It's not the only platform, but I think it's an excellent place to learn. This is why I teach on Coinbase. Okay, no other questions. Okay, fantastic. So let's see if we can find something to do. Oh, okay, let's talk about GRT for a second. So we traded this yesterday. I was already in it, and from the day before, and so I was looking to actually exit it and sell. And so we actually put during yesterday's broadcast, we actually put a limit with a stop on it, but I set it up wrong. But no matter, it's still kind of executed. And we'll take a look here at this 15-minute. So we initially set it up to say, hey, if you get to 88 cents, which it didn't do, go ahead and execute it. It got as high as 86 cents. And then we put the stop on at 83 cents, I believe. But I actually set that stop up wrong. The stop that I can set will be at a point that's below where it currently is. I was trying to set a stop for it to run up, and then if it comes down, to stop there, and it did not execute, or maybe it would have if it was just going to be delayed. So I had to go reset it up to a point where I said, well, hey, because I think when I came and looked at it after Tony put out the alert, we were at about 82 cents or so. So I went ahead and said, hey, go ahead and stop at 80.80. If it gets down that low, it actually did right here at about 4 o'clock this morning. It executed, so I was able to still capture a little bit of profit with my stop. I do want to talk about this for just a second, so that we can understand what these type of orders are in case we have some people who have never traded before. So you have these different order types that I can place. So I can place a market order, a limit order, or a stop order, depending on what I want to do. A market order just simply says, whatever the price is right now, I want you to go ahead and strike, right? Go ahead and execute, whatever it is. So let's just say I was into a position. Let's just say some of us who traded, we're on that cannabis stocks, and that thing shot up 20, 25%, 100%, whatever. And you was like, you know what? I ain't gonna be greedy. Let me go ahead and get my money. Let me go ahead and capture this profit. Let me just go ahead and do a market order for where it is right now. I got my money, right? I secured the bag. Everybody put in console, secure the bag. I secured the bag, right? So you can do a market order for something like that where you're just like, hey, I'm up, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm down and I don't want to lose no more. Let me just go ahead, boom, place this order, get up out of this thing and keep it moving, okay? That'll be a market order. It will execute immediately. Y'all know how Bernie Mac said in Players Club, you know what I'm saying? Immediately, right? It's going to execute immediately. Then we have this thing called a stop order, right? Now, this is a little complicated. Many people, this is a way for you to stop your losses, okay? It's a way to stop the decline, okay? So let's just say you're into a position and, you're hoping it goes up, but you don't really know, but you don't want to take more than like a 10%, 15%, 5% loss. So you may set your stop order to say 5% below this price. So let's just say you have $100 and you want to stop this thing if it gets to $95 because, hey, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what this market going to do. You want to, you know what I'm saying? You want to cut losses at 5%. You set that thing and stop. You set the stop order at 95, right? And then, so if it hits 95, it'll go ahead and clear out. You cut your losses and you keep on moving. So you can set a stop order like that. But along with the stop order, you typically have a limit with it. So here's how it works. It's called a stop limit. My limit would be, hey, I'm hoping this thing, I'm at $100. I'm hoping this thing hits 125. That'll represent 25% of my 100. Boom, bam. If it does, go ahead and strike. But I also want to protect myself. Everybody put in console, protect yourself. I want to protect myself from the downswing. So I'm going to set a stop at 10% below, which will be at 90. So I'll show you what that looks like. So let's just say, for example, I'm in this thing and I'm going to go look to sell and I don't have any right now, but I can set a limit order to say, hey, I want to set the limit at 125, right? And I want to set my stop at 90. So this would say, hey, if it shoots up to 125, execute. If it goes down to 90, execute. Either way, I'm either going to go up or down, or if it doesn't hit either one of them, just hold my position. That's basically what it says, okay? So these are what these different order types mean. A limit order just means, hey, this is the minimum price I want this order to execute. It'll only execute at this price or higher. So those are the three types of orders that are available here on our Coinbase Pro trading platform. Hopefully that makes sense to you. And then you can find this information the same way that I did as well. Okay, any questions about that? So sometimes you got to protect yourself, right? I know we all got hope, right? And we just hope it go to the moon. I know, I get it, right? I hope anything I invest in just gets me 16,000% returns. But sometimes we got to protect ourselves, okay? All right, and I believe in the two most valuable lessons I learned when it comes to investing. Number one, don't lose money. Number two, don't forget rule number one. That's just how I operate. Now, other people, they don't put all these other type of rules and say, this is a rule. And listen, the rules that I learned was don't lose money. And then number two, don't forget rule number one. Okay? That's just what it is for me. Now, y'all probably got some other rules y'all can talk about, some other philosophies and all that stuff. But those are the most important two rules for me because I'm trying to secure the bag. All right. So I was able to get out. Now this thing could jump back up, but hey, let's look for some new opportunities here today. I got $1,900 to play with. It looks like I don't know if I got anything else out there. It don't look like I do, but it's saying I got 21. So I got some money. Oh, that die. Oh, that die. Oh yeah, that die. Okay, so for die. So for example, here, this is a pair for die. Ethereum to die is actually up, right? So if I trade my DAI for Ethereum, which is something I want to do, then I'm going to actually look for a space. Now that's going to be DAI to Ethereum. So am I using DAI? Hold on. Okay, I'm using Ethereum to buy DAI. No. Yes. Hold on. Yeah, I'm using Ethereum. No, I'm using DAI to buy Ethereum. Okay, I'm using DAI to buy Ethereum. This is interesting. So let's just say, okay, so I'm going to use my DAI to buy Ethereum. So this is an Ethereum DAI. Okay, I get it. So this is an Ethereum DAI pair, with saying that these are two currencies. So if you're familiar with traveling anywhere, you would typically go somewhere. Let's just say you go to Mexico, you get to that travel exchange. You're going to then probably exchange some of your dollars for a Mexican peso. So then when you're over in Mexico, you can spend Mexican money and not to have all this stuff. Although Mexicans, they really do value the dollar. Or, I traveled to Spain over like 2 years ago, and we went over there. It was best for me to exchange some of my dollars for the euro. So if I took taxi cabs or anything like that, it'd be easy to exchange in their currency because I had their currency. So in this particular case, there's a pair between the DAI and Ethereum, two cryptocurrencies. Now, Ethereum to me has great value. We've seen Ethereum, for example, over the past. We'll come back over here. Ethereum over the past. This is one of the coins that I hold. Ethereum over the past 24 hours up 4%. Over the past week is up 32%. So there are certain coins that I actually want to own. This is a decision I made, so I'm not trading these. I talked to some people. I talked to a brother yesterday. He was asking about Bitcoin and when should he sell it and all this stuff. I told him I don't sell Bitcoin. So I can't tell you when to sell it because I ain't selling it. But if you want to get out of it, feel free. I'll buy it. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. But there are certain coins I don't trade. I don't sell. I just want to hold them for their appreciative value over a period of time and watch my wealth grow. And now if I run into some type of issue in life and I need to sell it to get my money to be able to take care of some emergency or something like that, well, hey, my life is more important than this coin. But, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, I'm trying to hold it. Over the past month, Ethereum's up 67%. Over the past year, Ethereum's up 773%. Now, I think I need to repeat that again because now we're talking about holding some stuff. Over the past 24 hours, Ethereum's up 5%. Over the past week, it's up 32%. Over the past month, it's up 67%. Over the past year, it's up 773%. Now, what does that really mean? That means if a year ago, you had put $1 into Ethereum, then your dollar would now be worth $773. Everybody put in comments, oh, wow. That's just wow. I don't want to repeat that again. That's why I hold Ethereum. If you put $1 in a year ago today, and you say, hey, it's Black History Month, I'm going to do something different in 2000 and, in 2020, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and put $1 into Ethereum. That dollar would now be worth $773. So there's some coins that I just hold. You can choose to do what you want, but I got a strategy to this thing for me. Okay. So I'm going to actually look to trade this DAI for Ethereum, and I'm just not going to sell it. I'm just going to try to trade it out and for its appreciative value. Now, here's how a trade can go. I don't really want to buy Ethereum at this high price, but I might have to because the market is up. It's up 7%. But I do see that it actually, this is going to be probably a long-term trade. I do see where it actually broke down. Let me go back. Let me go in. I'm sorry. I might have to explain this a little bit better. So I'm going to look at this chart and I'm going to go out different intervals so I get an idea of what's going on with Ethereum. That's the first thing we do. This is called technical analysis. Everybody putting down so technical analysis. Some people call it charting. I've been charting for over 10 years. I don't need all the lines and stuff. I can see what's going on just because I've been watching for a while. So this is a short-term chart, and I can see that Ethereum was kind of moving slightly up. Then it had a little hiccup at 4 o'clock this morning, dropped all the way down to $1,600. Of course, probably most of us were asleep 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Crypto is going, so I'm not going to catch everything because although money never sleeps, I do. So it dropped down here below 1,600 all the way down to 1,580, and then now it started creeping back up. We see that there. So something happened overnight, not quite sure. I look at a little bit longer term, which would be 15-minute candles. I see the same thing. I see very similar things that we had this slow decline. We actually had a nice incline. Then we had some sideways consolidation. Then we see the drop, the blip on the radar, and then we see it climbing back up. I go to an hour. Now I see, man, this is a long term. This is more of a 5-day window or so. I can see this long-term incline. Ethereum is going up. I mean, I think I can teach a child this. It's like, it's going up. That's where it's just going up. It ain't coming down right now. It's going up. Right. Then we see over a longer term, which would be about a month that we're looking at this particular chart. We see that that there was some sideways consolidation. Then we saw the takeoff after it had been baselining at the support level. That's what we call it. This is the lingo that I could teach more if we get into some more individual sessions. I don't want to try to explain all of this. I do have classes, and I do teach charting and stuff like that. But these are basics that you can, once you start watching it, it'll begin to make sense to you because you're watching it. That's why I watch it every day. So in this particular case, I actually want to try. If I do buy something, I want to try to buy it as low as I possibly can. My philosophy is buy low, sell high. I don't know if I'll be able to do this, but I do have time. Time is on my side. So I'm going to look to trade this DAI out that I have, this $150 worth of DAI, and I'm actually going to look to see. I want to buy Ethereum at the very low, I don't want to spend more than $1,600 for it. I don't know if I'm going to have an opportunity or not. I do want to go ahead and acquire it. And what I'm doing now is I'm looking at the order book. This order book tells me, number one, the spread between the DAI spread, and which is basically a spread between kind of a spread between orders, the buy and sell chart. But I'm also looking to see where there's a lot of interest, a lot of potential buyers, and at what price is there some heavy support for this particular coin. I'm gonna go out a little bit further. My aggregation is now at 0.5. I'm trying to see if there's some heavy interest in this thing, and once we pass 1622, the interest dies off a little bit. So there's some heavy support from a buying perspective right here, 1622.50. I'm gonna go out a little bit further, and again, I don't see it down below. I didn't want to go below. I wanted to go below 1600, but no, it ain't gonna work. So I'm gonna come back up here and I'm gonna say, okay, 1622.85 is my point. And I'm going to actually try to buy as much as I can with as much DAI as I have possible. And this is going to be my strike price. I'm going to put that in right there. Boom. So if Ethereum comes down to 1622.85, then I'm going to acquire it. Now, could it drop below that? Yes. But that's just where I'm going to go with it, in order for me to actually get into it. Can it also go higher? Yes. I don't know what it's going to do, but I think I found a good place to be able to strike, to get out of my DAI, which isn't really doing a whole lot for me, to get into another asset that has appreciative value that seems like it is going to continue to go up over time. And I'm willing to make that risk to actually own. I think that Ethereum is more valuable than DAI. I'd rather own Ethereum than DAI. Okay. That's just my belief, right? How did I don't understand this question. How did I get 1644? That's not percentage. That wasn't percentage. So this is the 1638.97 is the amount, is how much one Ethereum token costs. And then I can see the increase or decrease of the price based upon the time frame. So over the past hour, this particular coin has, it's going up, it's going down, or whatever. It keeps showing because it's always moving. It's always changing value. Over the past 24 hours, it's up 6.08%. And as it goes, as the value of it increases or decreases, this changes as well. Over the past week, it's up 26%. So as the value of it decreases or increases, this changes as well. That's making sense to you now, Miss Yvette? All right, so 1639 is the price of the coin if you wanted to own one coin. The cool thing is you don't have to buy a whole coin. As you see, I'm just exchanging $150. I'm going to buy $150 worth if it executes. So I don't have to buy a whole coin. I can buy fractions of it or pieces of it. In this world, we call it Satoshis as it comes to Bitcoin. But, many of us know about fractional shares and stuff like that if you are into investing. All right. So that's so I took care of my DAI. Let's see if we can find something else going on. So I'm gonna come on back over here to USD because I want to do something. I don't know what. So I got let's see here. I got $1,900 I can do something with. And now here's the thing. Now notice as I said, about 4 o'clock this morning, when I mentioned that whatever Bitcoin does, everything else does. Bitcoin took this dip or drop at 4 o'clock. Ethereum took this dip at 4 o'clock. I'd imagine the Litecoin took this dip at 4 o'clock. So you see how EOS took this dip at 4 o'clock. So you see how when it happens, Dash took the same dip. When it happens, it typically happens to all the coins, but some coins are a little different. This is why at the beginning I said I pay attention to what's going on with Bitcoin, because it gives me a good indication of what's going on with the other coins, or vice versa. So something happened this morning at around 3:30 or whatever time frame that is, from 3:30 to 4 this morning. The market was on sale, and most of us were asleep. Okay, I probably was just getting up. So at any rate, that can happen, but that's okay. That's why we set orders in advance, to see if we can try to capture some of these opportunities. So at any rate, so what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for something that I feel like may be on sale, because I want to buy low. I'm in a buying position. I want to buy something, and bands will make you dance. We were looking at band yesterday. It looks like I'm gonna be playing band today. Let me write this down. Bands will make you dance. So I look for something that's like, at least it's dropped 4%. Whew, Ave is on fire. They all dropped though, man. I'm not mad, but they all came down here and started rocketing right back off, right back up. Man, oh man. So it looks like YE5 band is a good thing today. Maybe Zcash. Zcash a little bit more expensive than I want to spend, but it had its drop as well at 4. That's interesting. Link had its drop as well. So all of these. This one had a drop. Wow, all of them. Yeah, so something happened this morning. Maybe there was an outage somewhere. I'll find out what happened later, but I don't want to waste too much time, because I want to get into this thing as quickly as possible. So anyway, so it looks like I'm playing band today. This cryptocurrency between the US dollar and band. I see here, obviously it came now 4 o'clock, so it's big drop. It's probably going right back to where it was, up in this $12, $13 range. I didn't play this yesterday because I still think there's more value elsewhere, but for the sake of the community, let's go ahead and play this today. So I understand. I'm gonna look at all these different charts, right? This is a 1 minute chart. It's me every minute. I want to look at the closest thing over the past basically past 6 hours. That's what's important to me right now. I understand what has happened. There was something that took place. Saw a huge drop in the whole market through 4 a.m. Now the market is kind of rebounding, right? So I get that, right? But if I look even a little bit further, I can see here sideways consolidation up into a upward mobility, and I see here sideways consolidation. Look at this. This is very good. So I have sideways consolidation about end of December, and then we see a new space where it wanted to kind of consolidate. And I believe now we're at another new space where it's consolidating, but we're on a long-term upward trend. Hopefully you can see that as well. So I'm gonna say, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I might get this. I might get another bounce. I'm not going to be greedy today because this might be my only play today. So I'm actually going to set my strike price at 11.35, and I'm going to check to see over here if we have enough. What kind of interest we have at this point that I'm looking at. 11.35. Yeah, so I want to go. So we right here. But it got 11.29 too. Let me go back in a little bit. 11.35.5. We got 11.29. We got 2 different places here. We have some significant interest in this particular asset. 11.29 and 11.35. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually set 2 orders today. One at 11.35.50, where we have some interest. And I'm going to hope it drops down. It probably won't, but if it retests its other area, I'm going to set one up at 11.29. So I'm probably band is $10 a pop. So I'm gonna put 2 20 pieces out there for this band, one at 11.35 and one here at 11.29. Another 20 piece, bang, bang. See where we can go. So I'm gonna set up 2 orders today on the band, crypto. See if we can strike with the assumption based upon this chart that it's rebounding and continue to move to the upper room. And we can probably do very similar stuff across the board in some other areas. I'm going to come back to my favorite, which is Graph. It's up 3%, but it's at 80 cents. We can go here. We can see that's what's triggered my now here's a little bit different. I want to play Graph, but the problem that I see here is that it's actually on a short-term decline. So although unlike with Band, we saw that we saw the continued support level here. When I look at my resistance level, it's showing me that it's actually kind of on a decline. So if I wanted to play this, I'm actually going to be patient with this, and I'm going to actually set a strike price at probably about 77 cents. Again, this is my favorite graph here, or my favorite crypto to trade. So I don't have anything else that I see worth doing. So I'm going to, but it still is on the upward. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it at that price point. Oh, maybe I will. We don't know what's going to happen. Maybe it may have another blip before I come back and look at it. So I'm gonna come down here to 77 cents, which was a lot of open interest right here. I'm gonna put this thing down. I'm trying to give me 1,000 piece. No, I'm trying to get me a 500 piece of this graph. Again, this is my favorite. This is my favorite to trade. Let's see if I can find something else, man. If not, I'll show you guys what else I'll do if I can't find nothing. Let's come over to Dash 113. Similar charts. These all are similar charts. Amiseco is a very, very, very good one as well. This one actually popped off. Man, let me actually look at UMA, because UMA just did his thing. UMA, where's UMA at? UMA. Did I miss it? Where is it at? I probably just didn't see it. UMA. So this thing popped off right here. It had its it did not use what I noticed here. It did not, that 4 o'clock window for this, it didn't happen. I mean, 4 o'clock happened here, but that thing just kept on rising. I mean, this thing is on fire. But now it's actually it actually had its short-term decline at around 620, which was about 10 minutes ago. This thing is just taking off. I'm actually going to try to see if I can acquire some of this. The problem with this is that if I acquire this, I'm gonna probably try to hold this, because this is showing, just continuing to show. It just found some pressure a little bit, but my problem, if I get this, I'm probably going to want to hold it for a little bit and see if I get some appreciation. I don't want to. It's going to be hard for me to sell this. If I get this right now, or I try to get it and I acquire it, my problem is going to be, when do I sell it? That's going to be my problem. But you know what? It's worth it to see if we can still get some. I don't know. Let me think about this for a second. Let me look. I had to look at this for a second. I kind of my instinct. My instinct is saying, don't get it right now. And here's the reason why. If this thing done jumped up 155% over the past 24 hours, I feel like I done already missed this big come up. Now, it's not that it can't continue to rise or go rise up any further, but we see that it did not follow the Bitcoin pattern that everything else followed. We see now 2 hours later, after that, it had its own sell-off, so to speak, that we're looking at right here. So maybe we're looking at a lot of pressure for this particular asset. And you know what? I'm going to be smart. I'm going to be safe. I'm not going to chase the money. Now, what I can do, though, is I can say, you know what? Well, at least if I do want to acquire, which I don't really know if I want to acquire, but hey, I see here at about $39, it might be safe to get. Well, let's just go ahead and do that. You know, about $39, let's see what's going on at that $39 range, $39.10 or something like that. Again, I don't chase money, guys. Money chases me. So I am not going to get this and just assume it's going to keep skyrocketing after it already went up 150%, which most people, if they're up 150%, they're going to start selling. And that's probably what's kind of happening right now. We can also see over here this trade history. We can see, look at this, sell, 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 sell. Here comes some buys. Here's some mega sales going on, 137, 102. Let's come back over here. Let's see what's going on in the market. Sell, 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 399. Sell, 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 153. This is actually coming down. Look, you see what I'm saying? This is what I love about crypto. I can see what's going on. So right about the $39 level, there's a war going on between the bears and the bulls right now at about $39. Who's going to win? I don't know. But yeah, 421 piece on the sell, a 195 on the buy. Let me go ahead and set this thing up at $39 because now it's starting to move. Now we can see if we can get in this. Oh, I'm already late. It done already dropped below $39 now. What am I doing? Look at it, 38. So you see this right before our eyes. 38. Well, yeah, let me go to 30. Do I need to see this is on the decline? You see why? You see what's happening? This is phenomenal teaching, by the way. You see what's happening right before our eyes. Right before this thing, I'm over here at 39. That done dropped below 30. See, that's why I'm being 38.6. Let's just watch this thing. 38. It's on the decline. Now, if I was greedy or if I was, new or whatever, I'd probably be trying to chase this thing. But now I'm glad I'm talking to you guys. You guys are helping me, with my mental. I'm just gonna wait. Look at this. It's a war going on right now. Who's gonna win? It's gonna be, you know what? Let's see here. Let me see if I can see 39.8. Let me go out a little bit further. So it's a lot of pressure at 42. It's a lot of support at 30. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know if I got the balls. I'm a little scared of cat. I'm a wimp. You know what? I'm not going to chase this thing. What I will do though, there's a lot of support at 30. So I don't mind if it gets to $30, I would actually acquire it. I don't think it'll come all the way down to 30, but I'm in no rush to get this thing. Let's just see if it gets there. I don't know. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't lose anything, but I can take a stab at it. If it just spikes down to 30 for some particular reason, which would be crazy, but it was trading around that time frame 3 days ago. What gave us this big spike? I don't know. It's probably not coming down to 30 though. That's too far of a drop. Let's go 35. Let's go 30. I mean, I don't really want to get this, but just for the sake of showing you guys, I guess. I think 35 is cool. 35 seems to be okay. Let's go 35. Let's go 35. I'm not going to do too much on this. I'm not really a big old super fan of this. So I'm not a big fan. I'm not going to do that either. I just go 7. I go for a 7 piece. I'm a wimp. I'm just telling you how I'm a wimp, man. I don't risk it for the biscuit. I'm in here to get this guap. Last time I got it at 9.50. I sold it at 12. So this time I don't see my order being placed. I'm gonna try to get it. I'm trying to get it at 35. Dang, man! Just imagine that. I was in this thing at $9. You see, so this is one of those coins I probably need to hold if I get it. It's at 36 now, 37. Oh my goodness, I might be able to scalp this thing at 35. I don't know. So, anyway, good. This is a great example of patience, man. Patience is a virtue, people. I'm over there. I'm probably finna go get that thing. All right, let's see what you got to talk about. Rob Harris, what's going on, man? Hit 38.750, tried to break it, couldn't, then it dropped. I love the chart in a way I can get more information. Okay, yeah, I'm scared. No, hey, you take a chance with your money. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to encourage me to play with my money. I got a Black Wall Street to build. I need to get this guap. But you see how fast this thing is dropping, though, right? This is I'm loving that we're able to see this right now, real live. Boom, this thing. Let me put it on one. Look at this thing. Boom, it's going. I'm going down. It's going down. Woo, Lordy. Look at that. Rocking it all the way up to 150. It didn't hold. And that was a real resistance level for this thing. And now, but look at them. The bulls are fighting back. Look at it. It's like Street Fighter to me. You get. They fighting back. Said, no, buddy, go on back up. Anyway, all right. So guys, that's all I got. I don't think I'm finding any other trades this morning. Let me make sure. I didn't really look real hard, but I did, try to get that Ethereum. And, okay, XLM is still a little bit more expensive than I want to spend. No, I'll wait. The market, let me see go. Oh, let me go to 15 minutes. I'll wait. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait for a better opportunity. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to, it's time for me to move my money back. I'm gonna convert this thing to USD or USDC. And then I'm going to withdraw my USDC over to my Coinbase account. Right now, why am I doing this? You got some of you guys are probably, what are you doing this? You know the reason why? Because when I come over here to Coinbase in my portfolio, this USDC, because I have it sitting here and holding, it's actually paying me to sit it here 0.15 APY. So that's something rather than nothing while it's sitting here waiting for me to do something with it. So that's why I converted it to USDC and I brought it back over here. So let's see here again. That would be, you see this decline. You see the market kind of took this dip at 4, but I think it's going to bounce back. And then obviously I had some money that I invested. So that will be basically 6K and 1238. So that's right. Yeah, 72K. I mean, 7,200. All right. So the goal that I set for myself, guys, and I encourage you to set some financial goals, right? If you're trading or investing and you don't have some goal in mind, well, how do you hit a target if you don't have one? So I've put the challenge out for the Black Money, Black History Month challenge for you to look at your wealth account, your trading account, your investing account, and set a goal. You know, my initial goal was 10,000, but I think that's too easy. So I'm going for 13,000, right? As you look at your accounts, as you look at whatever it is you're doing, right? Have you set a goal? So here we got Black History Month. All right, let's make some Black history with our Black money. Excuse me to anybody else that might not be Black, but you get what I'm saying? And let's set a goal for February. Okay, how much by the end of this month are you shooting to have in your account by the end of the month, right? And I'm telling you, you start doing that when it comes to what you're doing, you will be amazed how much better you get at growing money. So I'm super excited that we have people. I've been doing this for a long time. That we now have a whole community of people who are hungry to learn how to grow money. It's not just about earning anymore. It's at the point now where we're growing. And my cell phone, my smartphone, I do smart things with it. And one of the things that I do is I turn it into an ATM. And hopefully you can do the same. In the comments below, I'd love for you to share something that you learned today. Something that you might have learned, may have took away from our session here today. This is one of my few times I'm posting to the into our acting group. I know, but hopefully that is something that you appreciate. This is on the ERGJ Enterprises page, so I'm not necessarily going to post it every day. I don't even know if I can. I just tried it and just if they kick me out or whatever, well, it is what it is. But I saw a lot of people saying, well, hey, can you do some lives? Can somebody show something? Can somebody do something? Well, I do this every day. So ERGJ Enterprises, Facebook, and also YouTube. You can find us there. But anyway, I'm simply asking you to answer this question in the comments below. Was this worth your time and why? Was this worth your time and why? I will say this. It's not that people aren't teaching. It's just a lot of people don't come to class. At the end of the day, right, when a student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so make yourself available. Got some people that's changing their mindset. They're starting to get interested in the stuff. And so, we are out here. We do have our educators out here that's sharing, that's teaching. But you really don't find them until you become interested in that particular subject. As long as you're interested in consuming, you're going to find things that speak to your consumption mentality. Once you get into an investing or trading mentality, you're going to begin to find things that speak to your investing or trading mentality. So what you see comes down to what your mind is set on. And I hope to be able to help you to develop a wealth conscious mind, and you can build wealth over time. Okay, you can build wealth over time. Well, beautiful people, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Black Money and Power Show, our Coinbase crypto presentation. I'll be back again tomorrow at 6 a.m. We'll also do have another presentation at 7:45. That is the New Black Wall Street Book Club. We are going through The Wealth Choice, written by Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. What do we do there? We begin to continue to build our mind. Wealth begins in the mind, and it ends in the purse. And so we must continue to develop our mind with wealth habits, aspects, and understanding. We feed our mind so then we can actually feed our bank account. That's just what we do. So we do that at 7:45 as well. Well, beautiful people, I want to say thanks so much for tuning in. I want you guys to remember this, that it takes a village. It starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. We all we got, beautiful people. Matter of fact, we all we need. And thank God, that's more than enough. Until next episode, you know what time it is. Mr. DJ, hit the music.
The New Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We will see you all there at the next episode of The New Black Wall Street. The New Black Wall